AaroniMoses, AaroniMoses, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. AaroniMoses, AaroniMoses, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. Hey, like, share, comment, subscribe, 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 like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yo, what up? I'm Moses, and I got a question from one of the homies about meditation. Basically, he wants to know if I have any tips on meditation and the benefits of meditation. Firstly, the word man means thinker, and the word meditate means to focus, to think. So man means meditation. Woman means meditator of the womb, thinker of the womb, thinker on the womb. Alright. In the Quran, it states that that non-human beings, plants, animals, and such are in a constant state of meditation, making them closer to Allah. And anything that close to Allah is considered a Muslim. All non-human beings, plants, animals, and such are considered Muslims in the Quran, which means that those who meditate are closer to God. They are more godlike. Humans' natural state is not to be in a state of meditation, from birth at least. So those who take that extra step to align with the same energies and states of a plant, of an animal, of any non-human beings is considered closer to God. What are the benefits of meditation? The benefits of meditation are infinite. There are countless benefits to meditation. Physically, if you learn enough about anatomy, if you learn enough about certain sciences such as quantum physics, there is really nothing that you can't do. One example. Time is dictated by one moment connecting to another moment. And the speed in which you perceive time is all up to the speed that you process your thoughts. So time flies when you're having fun is really the perception of time being slower than what it is, because there are more moments that you connect with. Because there are more moments that you connect with, you perceive time to be slower than what it is. Now, if you took that same principle and you applied it to, say, running a race, if you perceived that you were moving, if time was moving slower than when it was, and you took more steps, granted that you could manipulate your body enough to use less energy doing this, you could eventually, if you got really good at it, run at super speed. Maybe. What I'm saying is, with the right knowledges and the right sciences, you can heal your body. You can do a lot of things. Meditation, in all actuality, is money. Meditation is your mind's money, your emotions' money. And the only way to get this money is to meditate more, to get really good at it. What meditation means to me, meditation is my parent. I have a video called Be Your Own Parent. The definition of a parent is a guider, a protector, and a teacher. Meditation offers all of those things to me. Meditation guides me. It provides me with more clarity. It opens my eyes. It protects me because it gives me certain knowledges. Knowledge is power. And it teaches me because when you have clarity and when you have knowledge, being taught is inevitable. All things. 90. Remember when I made that video when I said that only 2% of things in life are really unavoidable? And they are only unavoidable because you were not properly prepared or you didn't have the right knowledges or what have you. And that 2% is what makes you the 98% of what you are. That 2% can make you 98% better than the average person if you would have just been properly prepared or if you would have responded appropriately. That is what meditation can give you. Meditation can lower that 2%, number one. It can make it about 0.5, maybe 1%. But it can make it more significant in your life, whether you win or you lose. 98% of problems can be solved with 15 minutes, just 15 minutes of meditation every day. Now, what are my tips for beginners? My tips for beginners are to realize that there are two main types of meditation: moving meditations and sitting meditations. Some might call them grounding meditations or standing meditations. But basically what that is an example of a moving meditation would be walking while listening to music, while thinking about where you're about to go, or writing or reading would be considered a moving meditation. A sitting meditation or a grounded meditation would be watching this YouTube video, giving me 100% of your attention, taking mental notes, or waiting on the bus, or some other shit. No, but you have to figure out which one of those is going to suit you best. Now, for a moving meditation, I advise that you walk and listen to an affirmation. Record an affirmation on your smartphone. Meditation comes easily to me. I am willing myself to meditate, to be in a meditative yet alert state. Or you can write a lot of meditations and focus on your breath. A lot of affirmations, and focus on your breath. If you find that sitting in one spot and listening to brain entrainment music, which is what I would suggest, if you find that it is hard to meditate and you can't pay attention to what you're trying to meditate on, definitely try brain entrainment music. You can look up alpha waves, theta waves, beta waves, whatever wave suits you. But definitely doing that and just listening. See, the thing with meditation, a lot of people think that it's just sitting in one spot and focusing on a dot on the wall. That's not what it has to be. You can get a picture of yourself as a child and meditate on the emotion. Meditate on how happy you were in that picture and fill your body with that energy. You can get a piece of chocolate, close your eyes, and just focus on the taste of chocolate. And then later, you can just sit down, focus on the taste of chocolate in your mouth, and spread the happiness through your body. You can use all of your senses to meditate. Meditation is really just focus. Within meditation, there are two forms of meditation again. Power meditation, and there is just meditation. What power meditation is basically using the energies around you. Now, if you want to meditate on that baby picture or that childhood picture of yours and draw happiness from it and put it in your body, that would be considered a power meditation. Meditating on a sacred geometry picture and drawing the energy from that and putting it into your body to feel more solar energy. If you want to breathe in the sun's energy and focus on the sun, that would be considered a power meditation. But if you just want to focus in order to void your mind and not think about anything, that's fine too. What a lot of people don't realize is when you meditate on something, you're either doing it for a couple reasons. I'm not going to say one or two. You could be doing it to gain clarity, you're doing it to gain power, you're doing it to gain something material, you're doing it for an answer, something like that. Meditation is prayer on the self. To pray means to ask. To meditate means to think. So if you're basically being in a meditative state is sending signals to your body to relax and to focus. When you focus on something, you're drawing it towards you. Meditation is basically stripping something from something else. If you're meditating on the picture, you are calling that picture to you. You're calling the energies of the picture to you to come into your body. If you're meditating on how it feels to have a job so you can attract the job, you're not asking permission from the universe or from God to give you a job. You're using your own mind to feel those energies, to put it into your body, because like attracts like. Okay? That's what it is. You're praying on a different wavelength, but you're taking it instead. You're focusing on it to bring it to you with nobody's fucking permission, with your own permission. See, thoughts are like laser beams. And the more thoughts you give it, the more lasers that you give it, the more that it comes to you. A lot of people don't know how to use their lasers, and they meditate on the wrong shit for the right intentions and fuck shit up. But a tip I will give to you, if it's hard for you to meditate, focus on a moving meditation. Moving meditations include sexual activity, writing,
walking. But the only thing is, you have to make that tweak. First, good. You know that you are doing, I'm going into this with the intention of meditating. I'm going to beat my dick with meditative intentions. I'm going to blow her back out with Om on the brain. I'm going to Om all over her back. Nah. But exactly that, though. Go into the situation. Brain, this is a moving meditation. Then after that, you can find your mantra. You can Om it out. Or you can, I am willing myself happiness and peace. I am always willing myself happiness and peace. No, you might not want to hypnotize yourself, but like I told homie in that other video, if you lack the motivation to do something, hypnotize yourself. Program yourself. Meditation is the state in which you program yourself. The state in which you program yourself when you open up the doors to your subconscious mind and you let happiness and logic in and let them out to play and exchange with the universe, with your environment. Your brain is the most delicate when it's in a meditative state. So if you get real good at this shit and you can meditate for like an hour and you're in a real deep trance-like state and somebody startles you, you hear a loud ass noise, you could get nerve damage. That could really hurt you. But you're a master meditator and you could fix that shit with what? Meditation. Another tip, like I said, if you try sitting meditations and they don't work for you, you cannot focus, get some over-the-ear headphones and turn on some brain entrainment music. Turn on some Hindu meditative music. I love that shit. Turn on some Chinese meditative music. Turn on some singing bowls. I just got a singing chalice. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a singing bowl on a cup stand with and when you hit it and it sings. It's amazing. So I would try those before a walking meditation because walking meditations are more normal. What are some tips for meditation? I would say after you've got a grasp on walking meditations or you got a grasp on meditating with your brain entrainment music on or whatever music that you chose, I would say that you need to find 5 things that you can meditate on, applying all 5 of the senses. Okay, so boom. For the smelling, light an incense. Put some kind of oil or perfume under your nose. For sight, of course, meditate on the happiness that a baby picture or a child picture of yourself brings. For touch, meditate in the shower, which you already do every day. Number 4, meditate on music. And number 5, hearing, sight, smell, touch. Damn, I forgot. For that last one, you're smart. You'll figure it out. And then try to prevent as much as possible people startling you or there being any sudden loud noises. I would turn off your phone because even the vibration of your phone could startle you if you're in a deep state of meditation. When you're meditating, a way to prevent that and to make it even deeper for you is to feel like your energy is filling the room. Expand your consciousness to the entirety of the room. Expanding your consciousness, what that basically means is if you're about to go pick up a pencil
you gotta look at the pencil. You have to put your thoughts towards the pencil. And what you do is, for expanding your consciousness to the whole room, expanding your energy to the whole room, you breathe into the room. Breathe your attention into the room. Breathe your attention into the room. Beginners, there are infinite amounts and ways that you can meditate, and I think that you should just start with the basics. Start with the basics and don't get caught up in being creative and making it work for you. Just do it. Literally just do it. I would always advise sitting with your legs crossed, Indian style, not laying down. I advise doing it in the beginning of the day, the first hour of the day. A lot of people say the first 20 minutes of the day. Meditate for 20 minutes. If you need to eat, and then meditate like 30 minutes later. Don't get full. I would say if you smoke cigarettes, if you smoke half a pack of cigarettes, if you smoke at least 10 cigarettes a day, you meditate already for an hour. Because smoking is a moving meditation. And if you really look at your life, the things that you think about when you smoke probably have come true. Because you're meditating, you're giving it so much thought and power. Meditation, that's what it's about. It's building your power and keeping your brain healthy and getting what you want. That's what meditation is for. If you do it for peace and you meditate a lot, you're gonna get a lot of peace. So that's all it means. Meditation is turning your body into a fucking magnet. It's turning your body into a magnet and a learning machine, a fucking memory stick. That's what meditation is. That's what it's for. It's turning your body into a memory stick and to get what you want. So, the next tip. So we already got, don't be super creative. Not don't be super creative, but sometimes you just have to force yourself to do it. Don't look up all these little tricks to meditate. Smoking, I would say don't build the habit of having to smoke before you meditate. I can see having to eat before you meditate, but if you can't meditate without smoking first, you should definitely don't smoke for like 2 hours before you meditate. Because meditation is basically, it's not putting your brain to sleep, but they advise against smoking before you go to sleep. So I would imagine that smoking to meditate is only strengthening that habit, and eventually everybody wants to stop. And the fact that you have that habit of smoking before that you should not build that habit of doing that will just make it harder. Another tip, I would say definitely go into it with a sober mind. Smoking weed and meditation should not take place until you are good at it, because it will become a crutch, just like the cigarette thing. That's worse than the cigarette thing, because that's a real mind-altering substance. Nicotine is as well, but you're high though. Nicotine doesn't really, compared to weed, doesn't do shit to your brain. A lot of people will advise you to do breathing exercises in order to get you good at meditation. Focus on your breath. Don't do breathing exercises, because breathing exercises are like if you fuck up a breathing exercise, it can fuck up your nervous system as well. When you get good, when you get like a month deep in meditation, then that's when I would start the breathing exercises. Even 2 weeks if you do it for 30 minutes a day. So I would say a good couple hours built up of having meditated in a month, or at least 2 weeks time, before you start doing breathing exercises, because that's just number one is something else that you have to focus on, and number two, it can be detrimental if you fuck it up. Meditation. What other tips do I have for meditation? I would say you should, if your goal is to get really good, like Zen fucking Buddha master, then because meditation can fix everything for real, I would say get obsessed with it. You want to be able to meditate for a full, my personal goal is to be able to meditate for 3 days. My goal is to be able to meditate for 3 days. Because, no lie, bro, meditation builds your superpowers. First of all, belief is your superpower. Belief is everybody's superpower, because belief and meditation can literally fix and bring you everything. And when you can meditate, you can do anything, bro. If you meditate, if you're really with the shits, you don't need water. You can just inhale the fucking vapors out the air. I've done it. Seriously. I don't make that a practice. It's dry out here. But even if I could, for real, I probably would do it though. There's a lot of pollution in there, so I probably would have to get my alkaline water on, but you literally, if you believe it, if you believe you can do it, if you believe you can walk through a fucking wall, if you meditate enough, you can. That's all I'm saying. But tips, have a goal. Always have a goal if you're starting anything new, but definitely with meditation. Don't just go in, I'm just gonna do this as long as I can till my mom comes, even until your mom comes home, fuck it. But not just as long as you can. Just have a goal. Because if you are waiting on your timer to go off, wait, I'm sorry. Have a goal. I wouldn't use a timer at all. When you feel tired, when you feel like, okay, I just see, okay, that goes to my next tip. My bad. So, when you first start meditating, a lot of thoughts are gonna pop into your head. So, don't always run from them. Pick 3 of them and meditate on each one of those. Think about it in order. The 3. So you say 3 thoughts that pop in your head. I was mad as fuck. My dog ran away. I need to get some new speakers. How am I gonna get some gas money? I got all this shit going on. Meditate on your dog running away, your speakers, your money. If there's a lot of thoughts, just meditate on the fact that you are having a lot of thoughts. Second, I would learn a couple meditation techniques. So you have grounding techniques, you have centering techniques, you have breathing exercises. Those are really, if you're just beginning, those are really the only 3 you really need to know. Yes, the meditation can be easier with certain breathing techniques that are not necessarily breathing exercises. Breathing exercises, there's the cobra breath, there's the alternate nostril breathing exercise. I'm talking about breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, holding it, and then repeating. That's what I'm talking about. That's not really a breathing exercise. That's just a breathing pattern. But You should learn what grounding is. You should learn. You should exercise your visualization skills while you're learning how to meditate. You should meditate on your aura, your body, how you feel with your yeah. So I don't know what's going on, bros, but something is knocking me off. Something is knocking me off, and I have a good idea of what it is. So I don't have any more tips. That was extra. That was extra information. I would say try it. Definitely. Force yourself to do it. Eventually. Have a goal. Look up those 3 things I told you about. Learn different types of meditation. Try to keep it simple, basic. Apply meditation to all 5 of your senses. Expand your energy to the room. Have a goal. Believe. And figure out which meditations you want to start with. Moving exercise or sitting exercise. Focus on thoughts that pop into your head. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I meditated today. I don't know. I know what's going on, but I really want to talk about it. But that's it, man. It's Aaron motherfucking Moses. Socialize with me, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. The easiest ways to get in contact with me are my website, my email, and my Facebook. Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's it. Peace.